It is. It's surprising.
Yeah, but remember when the furnace wasn't working?
I do, it was really cold.
It was cold in here.
I just can't hurry up.
Good, how are you?
Most of the places now, it's hot, so it's cold in, in restaurants, everything.
All 65 degrees.
That's right, they don't want you.
Would everyone please stand for pledge of allegiance or remain standing for invocation? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, as we gather this evening, this council asks for strength, courage, and wisdom. We thank you for blessing us with this great town. And we thank you for giving members of this council the privilege to serve this community. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, we're going to move some stuff around here. The first, we're going to call to order the June 4th meeting of the Mooresville Town Council. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from our May 21st meeting. Council members have had an opportunity to read those minutes. Need a motion to either approve or amend.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes from May 21st.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained.
Staying.
We've got Dustin, Dave, 3, 0 nay, and 2 abstain. So let's go ahead and move down to unfinished business or other business. Let's try to get all of our minutes approved here quickly. Our next item is going to be our April 16th. This was the meeting that Dave, you had other commitments. I need a motion to approve or amend the April 16th minutes.
Make a motion. Sorry.
I'll make a motion.
Motion
Approve.
been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained.
Aye.
Jessica, Justin, 4, 0, 1 abstention, motion carried. Next item on the agenda is, or next set is the May 7th minutes. This is the meeting where Dustin and Jessica had other obligations. I need a motion to either approve or amend those minutes.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from May 7th.
Motion been made. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained.
Aye.
302. Dave made the motion. Second.
Hey, we're all caught up.
Roll call. Next, our first item on the agenda under new business is our CF1 for ProBuild, ProBuild Company LLC. In reviewing the resolution 9, 2010 is for both real and personal property. The estimate on their statement of benefits on real property was $2,264,000. The actual investment in real property was $2,447,876. We're going to go ahead and approve these separately, even though it was on the same resolution. They are well within compliance of their statement of benefits. They had originally stated that they thought that this project would bring them to a total employment of 60 people, and it took them to 61. I need a motion to either approve or deny the compliancy of this, the CF1s for Real Property Pro-Build Company LLC.
I'll
So
make a
moved.
motion.
Doesn't matter.
Mark can do it.
Motion made by Mark.
I'll second.
By Dave. All in favor?
Aye.
5-0. That was on the real property and personal property. The estimate on their statement of benefits was an investment of personal property of $500,000. They invested $500,000. Usually those do match pretty good because of bid processes and quotes. Again, their employment was exceeded their expectations by one employee. I need a motion to either approve or deny their confirmatory form.
I'll make a motion that we approve.
I will second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion made by Dave, seconded by Justin. 5-0. This is a, do you have a declaratory resolution?
I do not have one.
Apparently we had, I thought we had dealt with you on, okay. You don't know if you have a resolution for you.
I sent all the information.
You said,
You could send it here.
you said that to Henry?
No, I sent it. Send it to Andy.
Check at the office. You won't send that again because I thought that was a man recorded. Okay. I'm sorry.
What we need to do, we have it advertised as a declaratory resolution. Or can we go ahead?
You can go ahead.
Yes, yeah.
Do we have a resolution number?
Three.
3. We have before us the statement of benefits for both real and personal property. You may want to do it let's do it because it's two different companies. We have a resolution, let's do these separately. Resolution statement of benefits for Powder Throw Coating Services. This is for an investment, manufacturing equipment, $700,000. This is the building south of town that had the terrible fire and they're rebuilding it. Mike had brought this to us and knew that they were in the process of taking care of this. Resolution 3 would be for the personal property. This one said a confirmatory list of confirmatory.
Yes.
Okay, so we need to approve Resolution 3, 2019, if council chooses to, and this is to move forward with the granting of tax abatement. The tax abatement, the paperwork that we showed does show that this investment does qualify for a 6-year abatement on real property and a 5-year abatement on equipment. During the personal property first, do I have a motion to approve or deny Resolution 3?
I'll make a motion that we approve Resolution 3, 2019.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
We're going to do 2019 Resolution 4, and this will be for real property, and this is for Last Move LLC. This is showing a total investment of the project of $1.5 million. Motion to approve or deny?
I'll make a motion that we approve Resolution 4, 2019.
Motion made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made, seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. we will set what we need to do to.
Yes.
This is for confirmed. We will set our meeting, our confirmatory hearing for this, for these two abatements at our first meeting in July. What will that be? July 2nd. Motion to approve that?
Mel, help me just a little bit on maybe declaratory is when public has the right to speak.
Yes.
Okay, there's no one signed up, so we probably need to make a motion to
Oh, okay.
close that public hearing just to be on the safe, the correct side.
Okay, that would be great. Is there anyone here to speak for or against?
There was no one signed up on the sheet, just for the record.
Mark, is that a motion to close
It is.
the declaratory, the
Yes.
public hearing?
It
I'll
is.
second.
Thank you, Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Did we have a little setting of confirmatory?
Oh, you said July 2nd.
Yeah. I need a motion.
Motion.
Set the hearing?
Yeah. Okay. Next item on the agenda is the Washington Street Cemetery discussion. Mark, I know you had led this battle, what, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago?
I might have mentioned it before, but I did bring it up to the Methodist trustees probably 8 months ago perhaps, and explained to them, and of course, obviously, we take care of the maintenance on that cemetery and have for years, and I jokingly, of course, at the time, I know them well, said we were going to cease to do that, they could take that over. Of course, I don't think they really want to do that, but I think it makes a lot more sense, of course, for the town of Mooresville to own that versus the Methodist trustees, since we do take care of that piece of property. They're okay with that. The interesting thing, of course, the deed is a handwritten note from Samuel Moore in the deed. If you want to go down and look at it, it's pretty interesting, quite honestly. But I think we need to go ahead, and they're willing to do that, to quit claim that over to us, so the town of Mooresville would own the property. I think that makes more sense, especially since we're doing the work anyway.
Do we need to do a phase one environmental on that?
Pardon me? I agree.
I joked about a phase one environmental.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with Mark. I mean, it's the most historic piece of property probably in the town, and most valuable in my mind with our history. So I have no problem with the town taking over the
And we
cemetery.
might have an opportunity as well. There used to be a building in front of that cemetery, so there might be some available. I've talked to Dave just briefly about there might be a possibility to save some grave, or maybe sell some grave plots as well if the town so desired to do that.
Moving forward on this, the letter that they sent did basically say that that they had approved it, waiting for us to approve it as a council, and then back to them. And then on a quick claim, would they pay the expenses? Would we have expense in this, Mark?
Well, I mean, it has to be done that way, so somebody's gonna have some expense. I mean, it's not a great deal of money, but it's, maybe $150. That's about what a quick claim would be.
I mean, do we ask them to pay all that? Do we
I can
offer to
certainly,
share it? Do we-
I can certainly, I'll talk to their treasurer, which I know well, and see what their thoughts are on that, and then I can initiate that with the title company and have them do that for us if the council desires me to do that.
But-
I won't make any money on that for the record. But I will go ahead and do that.
I don't care as far as the money. I want to know if it's $150. I don't want this deal to go away. I think it's an opportunity, and I think we need to do it no matter what. So, do we?
I'll make the motion that we do this, and I will make the motion that we go ahead and put this in the town of Mooresville's name if the council so desires. And I will go ahead and ask them if they would split that cost with us.
I'll second that.
Motion been made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion on this? I know that we have this blanket for the council president, but can we get a motion to have Mark the signature on to where he can get this done and over with?
I'll send motion to allow Mark whatever authorizations he needs to complete this particular transaction.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Roped you right into that, didn't we, Mark?
No worries, I'll be glad to do it.
It's not on there, but I did speak to each of you individually about a faux pas that we had in the salary ordinance. Mark, you said that you had spoke to Dave greatly on this. Did you want to cover that?
Well, as you said, we had known David has part-time folks, and he budgeted for part-time folks, and that changes from year to year. And we had restricted that to 7, and I think it was we just missed it. And so, as far as I'm concerned, at this point in time, responsibility is going to leave or stay with David. But I think that as long as David shows us that he has the money every year in the budget to do that, he's not going to hire somebody he doesn't have money for, that we eliminate that 7 in the salary ordinance and just leave it, hire the part-time people he needs to get it done, providing he has the funds.
As
Rather
long as
than
he
put
doesn't
10,
have
because
salary.
maybe one year he'll need 11, and maybe one year he'll need 12. But I'm gonna put the responsibility on him, and if there's not enough money to pay them, then he'll just have to quit.
Can we take it out of his pay?
Or we could do that. So that's the motion I'd like to do, is to change that salary order, reflect that, to eliminate the 7 folks in the salary ordinance, and just make that Dave has the right to hire part-time people, like we do at the park. We do the same things there, so just a mistake on our part. We all should have caught that, quite honestly. David and the 5 council people should have caught it in the salary ordinance. So,
I'll second that motion.
So the motion is to just eliminate the number of it.
correct, that's correct, just the number.
Motion been made, and is seconded. Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
I'll prepare a amendment to the salary ordinance and have it here for the next meeting.
Under other business, we had the minutes in there, in case anyone asks. Sandy is advertising an additional appropriation of our CCD fund. This is more housekeeping than anything else. At the November or so of last year, October, November, we did several purchases with CCD. We had budgeted $300,000 out of CCD. We made several purchases, ranging from the tower, some communications equipment.
Primarily for the new police department.
Well, no, there was also turnout gear for the fire department.
I said primarily, but yeah.
But it was $197,000, and what happened was, those bills started coming in after January 1st. So it's not that we're spending any more money than what we originally said we were gonna spend, it's just because of the bookkeeping, the accounting portion of it, we did not encumber or additional appropriated at the beginning of the year. Right now, that shows that that fund, that CCD fund, is short $197,000, and it's technically not. So that is something that she's advertising. If it comes up in conversation, boy, look at it go, we're gonna spend that money now. It is money that was approved to be spent, and we're just doing the budgetary proper thing. Council have any other business?
I do. I've got news today, so it's not on the agenda, that several years back, the United Way of Morgan County's office moved to Mooresville, and the town graciously gave them some office space to utilize. They have restructured how their operations are in the outlying counties, and they're moving all that back to downtown Indianapolis. And so today they officially made notification that they will be removing themselves from our office. Appreciated all of the use of the office as well. They'll be moved out by June 30th. They've been directed to turn the keys into the clerk's office upon their leaving the office. If you're not familiar, they're actually kind of in the middle of the town court, for anyone that's not familiar with that. And they moved here from Martinsville and been here for a long time. So they were appreciative. The town let them use the building at no cost, or the space at no cost. And yeah, so they'll be moving out effective June 30th.
Why'd you run them off?
I didn't. They're going to keep a presence in the counties. They're just running out of one office instead of having a bunch of outlying offices throughout the central Indiana area.
Wasn't Sue?
You know, they like to sue.
They don't like the doing. Any other unfinished, other business? Legal counsel.
Nothing additional?
Department reports. I think we got them all last week, last meeting. Public comments. Before the motion of approval of payment of claims, our next meeting, I will not be here, and David said that he will not be here. That still gives us a quorum, as long as the council's comfortable. I just wanted to give you a heads up. We'll leave it in most able hands. Our next meeting will be June 18th. What are you guys gonna have, what time?
Noon.
6:30 at the Government Center. Need a motion for approval of payment of claims with a
What part
dollar.
of noon did he understand?
I was going to say, no, let's go.
You know, if Anthony prints that.
Anthony, print whatever you'd like, as always.
Unrestricted press.
Like he has to have your permission.
Well, yeah.
Well, I don't want to get some confused phone calls.
Is it noon or 6:30? We'll just split it and call 6 a.m.
Maybe it's gonna last from noon to 6:30.
Not a part here. I make a motion that we approve claims in the amount of $722,575.38.
Hey, Sandy, what'd you say about that?
I will second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye. I make a motion that we adjourn.
Motion been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
It is not.
We're gonna have to get roll for
You guys
fans.
complaining?
All right.
Pacific.
We'll make that walk back.
Okay.